I am so excited about this video because we have two AI giants in the ring today. Today we are talking about DeepSeek R1 and Kimi K1.5. Which one's better for which task and which one you should prefer? Let's get started. If you're new to the page, my name is Kev and you're watching AI Bros. So let's get started. So we are on my screen, and before we move ahead with the models, let's get to know about these models, the origin of these models, and how are these models created. Talking about DeepSeek R1, it is the latest open source LLM model by a Chinese startup named DeepSeek, which was founded in the year 2023. Actually, DeepSeek R1 or all the models of DeepSeek are not open source. These models are open weight models. We'll talk about these later. And these models have shown amazing results in coding, mathematics, reasoning, and has almost surpassed, or you can say surpassed, OpenAI's O1 in these areas. Talking about Kimi K1, it is the latest multimodal LLM model by a Chinese firm named Moonshot AI, and this was also found in the year 2023 and has an enhanced 128K context window, which means you can send larger amount of data to this model. Talking about results, so it has some amazing potential in STEM, coding, and reasoning, the same areas which you are looking forward, and it is completely free to use. All right, so we'll be comparing these two models based on four parameters. As you can see, one will be an image analysis, second would be web search, third will be giving these models few files, like files of different formats. It can be PDF, PPT, an image or anything of that sort, and we'll check how these models performs in different type of documents. And at last we'll try the coding part, where we'll test both the models, how they perform in the coding, what are the results, how well they code. We'll not go into the technicalities much. We'll see how they code, what are the interface levels, like how well they design the interfaces, right? So let's starting with image analysis. I'll just show you the images over here, which as you can see, I have already done some of the homework, because let's not waste the time in analyzing and like waiting for the responses. Although both of them go through a long chain of reasoning, which is really good, which is almost similar to OpenAI's O1, as you might have seen. So let's head towards the very first state of comparison, which is image analysis. So I have given these two images. This is a performance graph of DeepSeek R1 with other models, and this is the performance graph of Kimi K1.5 with other models. As you can see, you can easily find these images in the GitHub repository of these two models. So what I have told DeepSeek over here is, I've asked DeepSeek to go through the two models, and solely based on two images, I have asked it to make a comparison of DeepSeek R1 and Kimi K1.5 over which one performed better based on the two models. Sorry, based on the two images that we have given, the performance images. So let's compare it on our own first. As you can see, there are very few fields which we could go through, or which can be the base of our comparison. If I would see in the two images, the AIME 2024, which could be a possible base of comparison over here. The code forces part could be a base of comparison. The maths 500, I think the maths 500 could not be a very good ground for the comparison, because this one, DeepSeek R1 went through a pass one, and this was something called EM. So we'll see how these models perform. And as you can see my screen over here, it thought for 28 seconds. It went through some reasoning. It did some research and something like that. And at the end, it okay. I'll just open the images as well, so you can clearly see what I'm talking about. Math related tasks. So DeepSeek R1 Maths 572.6, it told me that, and GPQA Diamond, it told me 63.6. So for the very first check would be to actually check if it has taken the figures correctly or not. So talking about Math 500 and the DeepSeek R1, the figures don't seem to be correct, because it has performed some 97.3% over here. Even if you compare DeepSeek R1 32 billion parameter model, so it has performed 94.3, and here it has told me a figure of 72.6, which is not correct. So talking about Kimi 1.5, if I go through the second image, let's check if it has taken the figures correctly for Kimi or not. No, I don't think so, because Kimi has performed way better. The 77.5% is at AIME 2024, but it has labeled it at Math 500, which is clearly not correct. As you can see, talking about coding, so the code forces won 93.6% for DeepSeek. Let's check if you're on the Kimi page. So 96.2. Again the wrong figures, I suppose. And talking about code forces and 93.6. No, I don't think so. It's 96.3 and it is 90.6. So I don't really feel that DeepSeek could get me a good analysis over here. When I gave the same images to Kimi over here, so as you can see, I'll open the image parallelly. Um, if I could see the reasoning part over here, yeah. So as you can see, the same process of reasoning, which is very intelligent and very impressive right now. And so it mentioned, as you can see, yeah. So in Math 500, both models performed exceptionally well, but the metrics are different. So the very first point, that it mentioned that the metrics are different, which is a very good thing. As we saw in both the images, that the metrics were different. There were only two metrics which could be compared, and I think it got it right at that point. So kudos to it. And let's talk about AIME 2024. As we discussed, there are only two parameters: AIME 2024 and code forces. So AIME 2024 pass 1. DeepSeek R1 performance has been 79.8. As you can see, this I think you'll be able to see. So 79.8, it is a very good thing that it has identified the figures correctly. So it told that DeepSeek R1 outperformed Kimi K1.5 long COT. COT stands for chain of thought, if you don't know. So let's check the other one. Okay, all right. So 77.5. Yeah, that's correct. That's really correct. So at least the figures are right over here, and the comparison is also right, if you could see over here. Talking about code forces, so let's check the numbers first. So Kimi K1.5 code forces, it's the blue, 94%, right? That's right. That's good. And I think the first file, yeah. So code forces number, it has given 96.3. 96.3 by the code forces number. Yeah, that is really good. The figures are at least right, and it has told that DeepSeek R1 outperforms Kimi K1.5 long chain of thought model over here. And talking about Math 500 EM versus pass at the red one. So as we discussed in the very starting of the video, that Math 500 could not be used as a metric to make a comparison between both the models, the EM, because Math 500, the I think these both differs, like the EM and pass at the rate one. So we cannot compare exactly based on that, but it automatically told us that both models scored very high, but the metrics are different. So as you can see over here, that in terms of image analysis, I give Kimi 1.5, Kimi K1.5 uh 1 point, and DeepSeek badly failed in this task. Okay, so let's move ahead to the next task. The second task which I have performed over here is the web search. So what I've did here is that I have asked both the models to bring me a Mustang theme hoodie under $200, because I love Mustang. I am a Mustang fan, and I really would like to wear that hoodie. So but under budget, right? Not too pricey, not too expensive. So I directly asked it to find me the link of a Mustang theme hoodie under $200. So I thought, at first, it the servers are really busy these days for DeepSeek, so it gave me the server, so that server is busy. I again posted it, and then it thought for 24 seconds, the same reasoning part. As you can see, it can't provide me direct links, but I can guide you to trusted platforms where you can search for Mustang theme hoodie. So basically, it didn't give me any kind of link over here. It didn't give me any kind of link. It gave me just the options, like you can search for Amazon, you can search for Ford Merchandise Store, Etsy, Walmart, and eBay. So it didn't give me that. So okay, not an issue. Let's head towards our model Kimi K1.5, and I pasted the exact same. Actually, what we can do is we can split the screens so that we could be yeah, right. So I gave the same command I gave the same prompt to Kimi K1.5 as well. It read 25 pages, which is impressive actually. We can see it made certain searches: Mustang theme hoodie under $200, Mustang hoodies under $200, hoodie Mustang theme. So it basically played with the keywords and it made certain searches, as we can see. And it filtered, same reasoning part, and it gave me some of the links of what I've asked it to, you know, uh, what I've asked it for. Let's check how accurate it is. And as you can see on the screen, it has given me Mustang theme hoodies under $200, which is a very good thing. Etsy, it has given me an Etsy link. Let's check. Yeah, so it's in Indian prices because I'm in India right now. I am an Indian actually. So like if you'll convert this price, it's under $200 for sure. And American Muscle apparels as well. So if I'll go to the jacket section, like it has given me a link, some link which I could use, and I could go on, and I could at least see, explore over there. It has given me an eBay link as well. And pretty impressive. It has given me exactly what I asked it for. It has given me Mustang theme hoodies under $200, and the results are impressive, right? So again, 1 point goes to Kimi K1.5 for getting me those Mustang theme hoodies. And let's head towards the next part, which is multiple file checks. So I'll open both the parts. Just give me a second. Yeah. So here what I've done is that I have given both the models a PDF, a PPT, and an image. So I have given a PDF file of a book, which is a review on large language models, and this PPT I have given, like, introduction to large language models, and this image I have given to both the models, right? So you can see these three entities over here and over here as well. So I asked both the model to summarize the content of each file in brief, right? So I asked both the models to go through each and every file, and then bring me a summarization of what is written in those files. And the file types are totally different. One is PDF, one is PPT, and another one is JPG. So talking about will bring DeepSeek into frame. Uh, it gave me pretty well PDF a review on large language models, architectures, application, taxonomies, open issues and challenges, a comprehensive academic view of large language models covering their evolution architectures, everything. I feel it has given a pretty good summary over here. Introduction to large language models, like this was pretty random presentation which I've given it over here, and I think it has also summarized it good. And talking about PNG, it has done a great job. I feel that it has also given key themes across files. LLM drive innovation across industries but require ethical oversight, which is really true. Technical advancements, example scaling models, multimodal integration and challenges. If you want to, compare, actually compare the summaries made by these two models, I'll provide the link of these files into the description of this video. You can go through the files by yourself, and you can have a comparison of which one performed well. I feel DeepSeek did a okayish job. Okay. And talking about Kimi, so failed. It seems to fail in the multi file challenge, where it could just go through the PDF and the presentation, and it was not able to analyze the image. And when compared with the DeepSeek R1, so it provided the overall comparison or the overall summary as well of the three files. But I don't see anything like this in Kimi. So 1.2 DeepSeek for sure. Like really impressive summarization, really impressive work on the three different file formats. Last but not the least, we'll go through our chat history and pick our final parameter, which is the coding part. So if I go, just a minute. Okay, so I asked both the models to write an HTML code of snakes and ladders game for two players. So it's pretty simple. They just have to code an HTML and CSS interface for snakes and ladder game for two players. I didn't gave much details, as you can see over here. I just asked them to make a simple HTML code, but let's see what these models have done. So let's head for DeepSeek first. Um, so again, the same reasoning part, which I really love about these two models. You should definitely check these models out. These models are free to use. If you are in USA, really sorry for you guys. But if you are in other countries, until and unless it's not banned in your country, you should definitely check it at least once. Okay, so snakes and ladder game using HTML CSS, and it has, the best part is it has added CSS and JavaScript as well, which was very much necessary. Otherwise you cannot build such interface using just HTML, I suppose. So as I told you in the beginning, we'll not be going into technicalities, because like I don't want you guys to get puzzled over which one's better in terms of coding and which one's good for this and that. Let's check the interface. So this one's the code, the implementation explanation over here. I think we can run the code as well. um okay, so acha, okay, so all right, so we are talking about Kimi over here, and Kimi does not provide certain interface of running any code snippet like that. Talking about DeepSeek, so it thought for like 285 seconds, and it gave me an HTML CSS JavaScript code snippet over here, and again the explanation. But you can see over here, you can run the HTML code, and as you can see, this is the simulation of the code. You roll the dice, you roll the 5, it's player two's turn, you roll the 5, you roll the 4, 1 2 3, yeah, okay, and player one's turn, it's 6. So I'm just comparing the interface right now. I'm not going into technicalities, not the details, not even counting if it is moving like if it is moving a correct number of steps or not according to the dice number. So I could not see any snakes, but I think the red part is something which we call the mouth of the snake over here. If someone lands on the red part, it will have to go down. But how? But by what metric, or how much do they have to move below? Okay, as we saw over here, that I think it landed on the red part, and it came down at I think 11th position. So it's pretty good. This seems really good for. Okay, so for Kimi, what I'll do is I'll copy the code. I'll go to my favorite code editor, which is not VS Code. It's actually JS Fiddle. Uh, Pretty handy stuff to run the code. Um, let's say let's check how much we could run over here. Okay, so we have an interface again. I'll just minimize the interface for you guys. All right. So talking about the interface, like player one's turn, good, but why is it at 91? And where is player two? If I'll roll the dice, roll three, player. Okay, so both the players were there, but they are starting from 91. Why is that so? Rolls the dice. Player one's turn. Climb the ladder. Okay. Player two's turn. Player one's turn. Um. Okay. And player one's turn. So as you can see, there are many things which are not present in this interface over here. The very first mistake uh, that we could see over here is that players are starting from 91 and not 1. I don't know why is it happening. Maybe it made some mistake or something, but it's starting from 91, not 1. That's the first mistake over here. The second mistake which I found in this interface is there are no markings as we saw it in uh, in DeepSeek part. So I'll show you. DeepSeek had some markings over here, as you can see, the green part. Let's say the green part is a ladder. So if someone lands on a green part, it'll move two positions ahead. If it lands on the red part, it'll move back 5 positions. But we cannot see something of that sort over here. So this is not a complete snakes and ladder game. And the count, the dice number is also not visible over here. So I think, yeah, it's not about like there's no such thing. There's no such part of thinking. I think DeepSeek clearly wins the race of coding. So in terms of coding, we can see that DeepSeek has performed really good. It has provided us with the code snippet runner at the play at that point itself, and the code was good, the interface was good actually, and the code logic was actually good. As we can, like, if you could roughly analyze the interface, so we could get that thing out. So in coding, I would say DeepSeek scores a point, so it's a tie basically. And yeah, both the models seem to be equally good, but that's not the case actually. So that is it from my side. I hope you really enjoyed this review on DeepSeek R1 and Kimi K1.5. Drop your comments on what you feel about these two models, and if you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe our page, and leave your valuable comments or whatever you felt, whatever you feel you should see in the upcoming videos. And see you next time. Bye.